Hi, everyone. Welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Rachel, and I am on the client success team here at Early Learning Ventures. And today I'm joined by Angelica, who is the outreach coordinator for the Economic Mobility Program at the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. Welcome, Angelica. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, Rachel, and hi, everyone. It's nice
We're
to be here.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you, and we're really excited to get to learn about tax resources today. And thank you, everyone, for watching. It's our first episode of 2026, and with our new fun What's Up Wednesday backgrounds here. So, very exciting. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have not heard of Early Learning Ventures before, we are a mission driven nonprofit based out of Colorado with a focus on expanding access to quality and affordable childcare. We recognize that early childhood educators deserve more. And as a nonprofit partner, we provide software solutions and hands on support to help streamline operations, reduce costs, and improve care. These What's Up Wednesday videos are one of many resources that we offer. And I have links in the description of this video that will take you to our website where you can learn more and hopefully connect further. We would love to hear from you. We also have a blog on our on our website, and as well as a Family Engagement Fridays podcast. All right, Angelica, can you start us off by telling us a bit about yourself and your role with CDPHE?
Yes, absolutely. Again, it's really good to be here today. My name is Angelica Prisciliano, and I work with the Economic Mobility Program at the Department of Public Health and Environment in Colorado. I have background in working in childcare and education policy, mainly working to increase resources for childcare, K through 12 education, as well as access to higher education for immigrant communities and immigrant students. And currently, I work here at the state to expand access to tax filing information, as well as access to resources in Colorado so that families can file their tax returns and not miss out on much needed cash returns.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. And I do also want to point out that Angelica will be with us next week as well for an episode in Spanish, joined by Joalba, our bilingual client success specialist. All right, can you just tell us a little bit about what you will be sharing with us today?
Yes. Before I begin, though, I do want to uplift that April 15 is tax day. So that's coming up pretty quickly. We are a month away, or actually less than a month away from tax day. So make sure you have that in your calendars and that you have all of the things that you need to file your taxes on time. And today we will talk about why or how tax credits support healthier families. Why does the Department of Health care about this topic? And what resources are available to Colorado families? And what we do here at Get Ahead Colorado with our informational campaign. People working with families like you all are already trusted messengers, and you don't need to be a tax expert to share resources with your community or the families that you work with. So we want to share this information with you all as well. Tax credits are an additional financial support for families who need it most. And we just want to make sure that this information gets to the right people and that they have everything that they need to file and get money back.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And that is a great reminder. Yeah, tax day is coming up so quick. And this episode was a reminder for me as well. So I'm glad. All right. Can you talk about the federal tax credits that are available to families with children?
Absolutely. There are many tax credits out there. We have federal and then we have state specific credits. The ones that we like to share most about are the child tax credit and the earned income tax credit. The child tax credit is worth up to $2,200 with 1,700 of those being refundable. That means you get money back. And the earned income tax credit, that is between $649 up to $8,046. So we're talking like thousands of dollars that could potentially be refunded back to families. The earned income tax credit is one credit that you do not need to have a dependent or a child to claim. So even if you are claiming by yourself as an individual who earns income, you can still receive this credit.
Wow. And I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing some federal resources as well, because we do, of course, have viewers all throughout the United States. But then, of course, we have a large network we support in Colorado specifically as well. So, can you talk about the Colorado tax credits?
Absolutely. So I'm going to talk about five different ones. So bear with me. The first one, in Colorado, we also have a child tax credit at the state level. This credit is worth between $200 and $1,200. There are 17 states in the US that offer the child tax credit, including our neighboring states, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and others. We also have at the state level the earned income tax credit, which is a 50% match of what you would get at the federal level. So we're talking between $325 and up to $4,023. There are 31 states, including DC, who also offer this type of credit. So if you're not in Colorado, maybe your state will have its own version of the EITC. Again, this is a credit that you can claim without any dependents or children. And we also have the Family Affordability Tax Credit at the state level. This is worth $3,200 or up to, I should say, and it will be depending on how many kids do you claim, the amount that you can receive. We have two new credits for this year. One is the disability assistance credit between $400 and $1,200. And we also have the care worker tax credit. So this is the one that I want to talk to you about a little bit more. This is worth up to, or actually this is worth $1,200.
Wow. Yeah. Please go ahead, share more.
Yeah, so first of all, this is a Colorado only credit. It is also the first in the nation to offer a fully refundable credit to Colorado Care workforce. And this will be available from tax year 2025 to 2028. So it's only available for these 3 years. So make sure if you qualify that you claim it. To receive this credit, you first have to meet the requirements. You have to file a tax return. And three, you have to file Form DR 1217, which is titled the Qualified Care Worker Tax Credit Form, in order to claim and receive this credit. So there are other steps that as a childcare worker you will have to take, and you can find more information in our website, but we'll go over who will qualify. So in order to qualify, you have to have a adjusted gross income, also known as the AGI, of less than or equal to $75,000 if you're filing as a single filer. If you're filing your taxes as a joint filer, you have to earn less than or equal to $100,000. Okay. Next, you have to be a full-time or part-time Colorado resident. That means for the most part of the year, you have to live and have residency in Colorado. You also have to work up to, or actually, sorry, you have to work at least 720 hours as a care provider. And you have to provide care as a childcare provider or as a long-term provider. So what type of care workers are we talking about? We're talking about childcare providers who are an employee or an operator of a licensed care center, of a preschool or family childcare home, or who are also providing care that is called informal care as a friend, family, or neighbor provider, also known as FFN. If you're not a childcare provider, you can be an employee providing long-term care for an employer, but CNAs do not qualify to receive this credit. And I don't know where Rachel went.
I'm sorry. It froze for a second, but did it let you keep going?
I think it did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I hope it did, because I just told you all a lot of information.
It looked like it was still going, but I could see that I was frozen. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. I was gonna keep going.
Please do. Yeah, and my next question, I was just gonna say at the beginning, you mentioned that um, tax credits can be additional financial support for families who need it most. So can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. So, poverty is the root cause of poor health. And that's why at the department we're doing this work. We know that when families have access to a little bit of cash, they are likely to cover costs for basic needs like rent or healthier meals. They can cover costs for childcare or school related expenses, whether that is for the child or for the parent who is seeking education. Or, you can even cover emergencies like a medical bill or a car repayment that you need to continue to work and provide for your family. So we also find out that through a recent study that credits like the family affordability tax credit or the child tax credit, as well as the earned income tax credit, were associated with a potential 37% decrease in child poverty in Colorado. If all eligible families claim their tax credits, we could see a 37% reduction in child poverty. So we're speaking, this could potentially have a big impact. And so Get Ahead Colorado wants to make sure that filers have all of the information they need in order to claim and receive their money back.
That is amazing. That is so incredible to hear that such a large percentage. And I know that often resources like this are not utilized. So I hope that we're helping to spread this awareness to make sure that those who qualify are benefiting.
That's right.
Okay, so I know taxes, everybody hears taxes, and it can be a little bit intimidating, and can feel like a daunting task. Do you have any advice for someone who maybe feels that way or doesn't know where to start?
Yes, absolutely. I just want to say I feel you, I hear you, I'm there with you. Um, I've done my taxes in the past. I did them myself this year. And that feeling of I don't want to mess it up, I don't want to get something wrong, is very real. So I just want to name that and also say that there are resources for us to be able to do this and maybe not feel so scared, for this process that could potentially benefit our families. And there are many ways to do this, So in our website, getaheadcolorado.org, we have resources to help file free or low cost returns. If you are in Colorado, this is a great resource where you can where you can calculate what tax credits you may be eligible in seconds. So you can have a first look into what possibilities do you and your family have to receive credits. And then you can also find information about free tax filing, for example, through My Free Taxes by United Way. If you are outside of Colorado or you are in Colorado but want a different resource, our website still has very helpful information about different tax credits at the federal level. So that's still accessible to people outside of Colorado. And you can also read a little bit more about Get Your Refund, which is also a website that offers free tax filing options for people who want to file on their own or people who want remote help. That means you're getting support from an IRS certified person, or you're getting like chat support, live support through the process. So there are very different ways to get support through some of these websites. And so these options and most of our resources are for families who earn lower incomes. So please be mindful and know that a lot of these resources are available to households earning, I believe, $69,000 a year or less. And they're meant to support families who need it most.
Yeah, thank you. And I have links to all of the resources that Angelica shared with us in the show notes of this video. So for anyone watching, you can look at the video description to find links to those resources, as well as, of course, the getaheadcolorado.org website. And I have to say, too, I've done an episode the last 2 years with Isabel Dixon from CDPHE, talking about tax credits. And when she shared the My Free Taxes resources for tax filing, I've used them and they make the process so easy. So I can definitely testify to that. Okay, so can you help us kind of work through some maybe common misconceptions?
Yes, absolutely. Let's see. I mean, some of these I've shared myself,
Yeah.
One of them is, that receiving tax credits could potentially negatively impact other benefits, or other sort of programs that we are a part of, like SNAP or TANF or Medicaid. And this is not true. Receiving tax credits should not impact those benefits. Tax credits are not considered income. That's another thing, right? So this is not considered like a payment or something like that. It's just a tax credit that you are eligible for. And then the other big thing I hear a lot in speaking with people in the community are that um, for some credits or to receive credits, you need to have earned a lot of money, right? That you need to have paid a lot of taxes to receive tax credits. And that's actually the whole opposite. A lot of these credits are meant to and are designed to support people who earn lower incomes and who, may not have paid a whole lot of money into the tax system. So even there are two credits that you do not need any income in order to claim them, but you do need to file a tax return, right, in order to actually receive that. So that's like the biggest one that I hear and the one that I get frustrated a lot about, because I think it's like misinformation. And then the last one would be, families with mixed documentation status can still receive some tax credits. Here in Colorado, especially, a lot of our tax credits are available for families who file their taxes with mixed documentation status.
Thank you. I hope that that helps to ease some concerns for some of our viewers. All right, and then before we wrap up here, do you want to just reiterate some of the important dates that we should have at top of mind?
Yes. Wednesday, April 15th. Put it in your calendars, write it on a sticky note. That is the last day to file your taxes. In Colorado, we do have an extension deadline of October 15, 2026, but it is recommended that if you can and are able to, that you do so by April 15 instead, so that you get your money back sooner and meet that deadline.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope that in this episode, our viewers have gotten some peace of mind, but also some resources that can help point them in the right direction to make sure that filing happens by April 15th.
Yes.
All right, Angelica, thank you so much. You have shared so much information with us today. I really appreciate it. Do you have any final thoughts that you want to leave us with?
Yes, I do. Many Colorado families do not claim the tax credits that they are eligible for. And we're leaving thousands of dollars on the table without claiming. So let's make sure that you know what tax credits you may be eligible for. Ask your tax preparer if you're not sure, or if you know you would qualify, but you're not sure if you're gonna receive it. Always just ask the person that's supporting you about your tax credits. And visit our website. Get Ahead Colorado has a lot of information on there and a lot of resources for families and for people working with families as well. We have a toolkit that people can use to elevate this message and to share links and information about what is accessible. And yeah, I think the one thing I want to leave you with is, if you think you don't earn enough to claim, um, make sure you still do if you want to get tax credits, because that is the only way that you will receive them. And so most of these tax credits, like I said, are meant to support families, right? They're meant to be a little bit of help for folks who need it. And so um, let's not leave that on the table. And on the website, you can also find information in Spanish if that's something that you're looking for. So yes.
Awesome. Thank you. And I also just want to remind everyone that this information will be shared next week in Spanish as well. So please help your community and share these resources and share this video. And again, thank you so much, Angelica, for your time. It's been really great getting to chat with you.
Thank you. Yeah, you as well, and hope to see you soon.
All right. Thanks, everyone. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you next time. Bye.